All right, we are live. A little bit darker here later on in the evening. In today's live, I'm pretty much going to be discussing what Digital Wealth Academy is primarily all about. Okay, uh, just checking to see how we're doing here. I am currently live here on TikTok, and I'm also here on YouTube. Okay. So please bear with me and forgive me if you see my head kind of turning on a swivel, going left and right. That is primarily because I'm going to be actively trying to keep up with the comments, right, on both platforms. So if I do, all in an effort not to miss any questions that do come through. Okay. So right now, I'm just kind of waiting for people to start coming through, more so on TikTok than I would have over here on YouTube, just because I've only recently started doing lives here on YouTube. So I think it's going to take a little bit of time for me to build up some kind of momentum and for people to start being aware of the fact that I do come on quite a bit. To answer questions and cover. Welcome, Johnny Lakers. Welcome in. Uh, welcome, guys. Welcome. I'm going to be covering. Welcome, Nika. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. But I'm basically over here going to be. We're going to be talking about digital marketing and affiliate marketing. Welcome, Cody. Welcome. So we're basically going to be talking about digital marketing and affiliate marketing, and specifically Digital Wealth Academy. Right, that's a course that I initially purchased a while back, right, to help me get started on my journey of trying to make money online with digital marketing and affiliate marketing using social media platforms. Right, so I do have plenty of experience doing affiliate marketing. I used to do it way back, like I've been doing it for years actually, right? But with a lot of the old school methods, which are not particularly popular right now. Okay. Yeah, well, not necessarily because they're not popular, they're just not as effective, right, as they once were, right? They're just not as effective. So essentially, I had to give those up, right? Let me this. I mean, it almost sounds like I'm being cryptic or like I'm trying to be. It's not my intent, but it's coming across as if I'm hiding something, right? Because I'm not exactly saying exactly what it was that I was doing. So, in simple terms, right, like the way I used to do it, I guess what I was calling like the old school method of doing affiliate marketing, which some people still do it now. Apparently, there's some people that still do it, and it works for them. Is with I used to build these niche websites. Okay, welcome Kareem Canston. Welcome blessed person. So I used to build these niche websites, right? Like, call them, yeah, they were, yeah, niche websites, or even more laser focused than that. It was like sniper sites, right? Where you, whatever product it is that you decide you want to promote, you would target that particular keyword and build a website, an entire website, right? A micro website all around that particular product and a keyword and all that, and essentially try to brute force your way to ranking number one on the search engines for that particular keyword. But that is not particularly the greatest way to do things right now with affiliate marketing and digital marketing. The way now is with social media platforms. Welcome, Annie Glenn. Okay, the various social media platforms, that is by far the most simple and effective way to start gaining a lot of organic traffic that you get for free without having to spend any money on advertising. Okay, so I was I'd never been a social media type of person, right? If you go look at my personal socials, you'll see I don't have anything on there, right? No content. Like, you see those profiles and think to yourself that there's a very high, like, well, welcome Stacy. You would see my profiles, right? My personal profiles, and you could possibly think that they are like like shady profiles or scam profiles. Let's put it that way, right? Because I have no content on them, right? I had nothing on them, but I just had the profiles just so that I could reach people or people could reach me if they needed to, right? But I'd never been the type of person to post content and be putting all kinds of stuff out there, right? Now, I realized, with, from my marketing and all the stuff that I do, right? I realized that if I didn't want to get left behind, I needed to get with the program. And so I would need to, hop on to like all the different social media platforms like TikTok, IG, YT, FB, all those main ones. I haven't gotten on chat yet, not yet, but Threads is another one that's out now, which is like Instagram's version of welcome guys, welcome. Instagram's version of X, which formerly Twitter, right? So, not being the most tech savvy person in the world, I used to see a lot of people like having lots of success promoting their digital products on all these various social media platforms. And of course, at the time, I did have my full time job. I was working my part time job as well, and not necessarily getting ahead, right? Not feeling like I was getting ahead anyway. Well, not feeling. I literally was not getting ahead, right? And it's we can all relate. We've all we've all had the, at least most of us, right, the whole paycheck to paycheck experience and always being behind on bills and all that type of stuff, right? We've all been there, whether it's not now or whether it was in your younger days as a teenager or in your early 20s, whatever the case may be, right, when you're still getting to the workforce. We've all experienced that at one point or another, or at least most of us, I would like to say, all right, because obviously some people are a little bit more fortunate, right? So, but yeah, so I knew people were making money online, right? I knew people were making money online. I mean, I had been doing it, obviously not at that kind of scale, but I just knew that people were doing it at some incredible scales, right? Essentially, people were making in a month what it takes most of us to make in an entire year, all right? And how these people were doing it, I have welcome Johnny Lakers. Glad to see you here again. How these people were making so much money on in a month, right? What it would take most of us to make in an entire year, I was not exactly sure, but however they were doing it, I wanted to know how and I wanted in on it, right? I wanted to get a piece of that. And initially when I heard some of the numbers, right, like the kind of numbers, the kind of money that people were making, right, if you are if it's not something that you've come across before, or if it's not something that you're aware of, you would think a lot of these people were actually lying, okay? I'm talking about people making, at 5K a month, 10K a month, 20K a month, 30K a month, 50, 100K a month, right? All online, selling digital products and physical products, right? As affiliates, or whether it was selling them as affiliates or if they owned them themselves. Welcome, Abby. Welcome, Camina, Comigo. Welcome. So people were doing this, and I just kept wondering to myself, like, okay, what are they doing, right? How exactly are they doing this? And come to find out, like, all when I started doing all my research and seeing, I started coming across all these people who were, it seemed at one point like every other social media post I was getting to was, somebody talking about how how much they were making with digital marketing and affiliate marketing. And knowing now how these social media platforms work and how the algorithms work, in hindsight now I like it seemed like everybody was doing it at the time, but I actually know what was going on. The way these social media platforms work and how the algorithms are designed are to basically try to keep you on the platform for as long as possible, right? Because the longer you stay on the platform, the more, that's how they are able to make money, right? Through the advertisers and people who are spending money on ads there to show their stuff to us, right? Who use the platforms. So if you're watching any particular topic or any particular thing on any of these social media platforms, and the platform recognizes that you are interested in that particular thing, well, guess what? It's going to keep on feeding you all that information, right? Feeding you all the videos and content that are related to what it thinks that you want to see, all in an effort to try to keep you on the platform longer. So as obviously I was interested in trying to make more money online, right? And so anything related to that, the algorithm just kept feeding me that stuff over and over and over. And that is the reason why you'll see a lot of people who are interested in thinking about getting started with digital marketing. They hold back, right? They hold back because they feel like it's saturated, right? There's how many billion people on the planet right now, right? Six, seven, or eight. Where are we now? I don't know. Seven maybe, or eight. And there's room for there's believe me, there's plenty of room for anybody that is getting, so we're far from saturated, right? Far. Welcome, a blessing, blessing chaos. Blessing in chaos. Okay, interesting. I like that name. I mean, that's an interesting name. Blessing in a Chaos, I suppose that's the name, right? Oh, Jess. All right. Welcome, Jess. Glad to have you here. We are basically talking about how beginners, anybody who's interested and wants to get started with making money online, how they can do it, right? With digital marketing and affiliate marketing. If it's something that you have come across before, if you're aware of it, please let me know in the comments, Jess. Like, just drop a one if you're aware of people making money with affiliate marketing and digital marketing. Is it something that you've heard of before, or are you completely new to it? You never heard about it. Drop a one in the comments if you have heard about it. Give me a two if you've never heard about it. If you're still here, Jess, let me know. All right. So that's yeah. So guys, that's that's essentially what was going on, right? I was seeing like, I mean, a lot of people will see the same thing over and over. Well, not necessarily the same, but like all the videos that they're being fed are just people talking about this stuff, right? But that's because they have an interest in it. And then every other video you see is all about it. And so that's what leads people to think that the space is saturated. And then all of a sudden they feel like they don't want to bother, or they feel like the opportunity has passed, right? It is far from past. Like, we're just scratching the surface right now, right? We're basically scratching the surface. So anybody that is interested in getting started with making money online with affiliate marketing, digital marketing, you absolutely should go for it. All right, you absolutely should go for it. All right, and a great place to get started, right? Great place to start learning is with this program, right? Digital Wealth Academy. It's a course. It's a digital product on its own, right? And it's like a done for you digital product in essence, right? It is the sort of thing that if you wanted to get started, right, learning from that particular course how to use the various social media platforms to generate traffic and make sales, and it does give you, right, it does give you the ability to become an affiliate for it, right? Become an affiliate for it, whereby you can start earning affiliate commissions. Essentially, they will pay you an 85% affiliate commission. So that is, you're looking at basically a $422.45 commission for each sale that you generate, right? Because the course itself does cost $497, right? And fortunately, right, the good thing about that is it does have, right, it does have they do have plans available, right? Installment plans whereby you don't have to necessarily pay the entire thing up front. Okay, all right, and they go for as low as nothing down, and little 40 something, like, as low as $41 $41 a month, right? So That's an option there, right? That's an option for someone to for people to be aware of if you are interested. Don't feel like you have to, right? Yeah, don't feel like you have to, pay the entire thing up front if you don't have it, right? There are options, so people should just know about that. And if you want to check them out, right, depending on where you're watching, if you're on YouTube, it's going to be first link in the description below the video. You can go check it out there. And then if you are on TikTok, it's just a matter of going to my profile, and I mean you can get there by clicking on the top left hand side of the screen where you see my profile picture. Click on that, and that's going to open up a bigger profile picture of myself. And then click on that again, and that will take you to my TikTok profile. And once you get there, you want to click on the LINK inside my bio. And I'm spelling them out like that because TikTok does get a little bit funny when you say certain words, right? So you want to click on the LINK, which will take you to my store where you'll see Digital Wealth Academy. And when you see that, you want to click on that, and it will take you to the sales page. Welcome, Stephanie. Welcome, Stephanie. That is one of my. Let's see. Yep, definitely one. Yep, that is her. Welcome, Stephanie. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. One of my digital marketing friends, guys. Like I always mention, like actually, I should mention that one of the great things about this space. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. Thank you, Stephanie. One of the great things about this space is the community, right? No matter whatever you get into, right? It's got a great community, lots of really amazing people, interesting people, very supportive, right? Very supportive group of people. So if it is something that if you ever decide to get started, know that you are not going to be alone, right? The good thing about Digital Wealth Academy too is that it comes with a community of over 120 something thousand people. Okay, right? There's a reason why there's a reason why it's growing that fast, right? It's definitely one of the best ones out there, right? And welcome. I'm doing all right. Thank you so much, Stephanie. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm doing fine. Hope you're doing well as well. Hope you're doing well as well. I see you doing your thing out there. Uh, Awesome content, by the way. All right, so guys, that is definitely someone you should go check out. I know you guys here on YouTube, you will have no idea what I'm talking about, just because what I'm referring to is I'm talking to one of my digital marketing friends here on TikTok. So and by the way, let me know in the comments here on you if you ever wanted to go see what I'm doing there on with TikTok and my profile and how I'm growing that and what I'm learning and all that type of stuff. Let me know, and I will drop it in the description in the comments, and you can go check it out as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate it so much, Stephanie. I appreciate it. But yeah, so any if and here's the other thing, guys. Like I don't want this to seem like it's just like a one way thing, right? If you have any questions for me, please drop them in the chat. I will be sure to respond. And if I do not respond, bear with me. You can always send me a direct message, right? Uh, are you live on it? Yes, I am. So I'm basically trying to shoot two birds with one stone, essentially. Yep. I just recently realized that I could be doing that as well, right? Like basically it's a lot slower over there on that side, right? It's a lot slower over there just because again it's also it I would like to think it has a lot to do, maybe not, right? Depending on the number of subscribers you have, the more you have, it helps big time, right? It's not as generous as TikTok, I would say, in terms of how many people your live gets shared out to, at least, or the number of people that actually come through, right? TikTok is definitely a lot better for that, at least from what I'm seeing thus far. Maybe I give it some time. The more I start showing up on the other platform on YouTube, maybe over time I might start getting a little more traction as well. But I'm kind of getting to it. And you know what, guys, this is something that you can do too, right? If you ever decide you wanted to do this and you have different platforms that you're working on, hey, shoot as many birds with one stone as you can, right? I probably need to go get another phone so I can throw in Instagram as well, right? Throw IG in there, and we'll have like a threesome going, I guess, so to speak. So like I was saying earlier, guys, just please forgive me if you see my head swiveling left, all over the place, because I'm basically trying to keep up with chats both ways. Let's see, how long have you been going live on YouTube? This is only my fourth day, actually, right? So I only started doing it on 1st of September, yeah, beginning of September, right? So I've been going live on TikTok for way longer, right? Well, it's been probably like a month, maybe now, or maybe not up to a month, but I think I've got at least, I would guess, if I were to guess, I would like to think I have at least 25 plus lives under my belt on TikTok, right? But as far as YouTube goes, this is probably only my fourth. I only started going live there on the 1st of September, somewhere there. But yeah, but I've had a YouTube channel for a while, right? I have it, which I've been posting on for a while. It's not been great. It's in terms of like attraction and building the channel and getting to the point where you get monetized and all that type of stuff. But I've been doing that, and I just felt that would be like the natural progression, right? Like since I was, even if the videos were not particularly great, but at least I feel a little more comfortable making them, like long form videos and all that type of stuff. I just felt like the next natural progression for me would be to try to start doing lives, right? That was something that I always looked at as pretty daunting, and proud of you for showing up. No, thank you, I appreciate it. Yep. Yeah, that's the name of the game, right? You got to show up, and then you can't you don't you don't get fed if you don't open your mouth, right? So yeah, that's essentially that's essentially it. So I'm gonna give it a go. For it'll be interesting to see. Like I'm just like I have no idea how it's really gonna turn out as far as like here on YT. But over time, I'm hopeful that over time I'll get to a point where maybe it'll start being a little more generous as well in terms of like the number of people that it sends my way. I could be wrong about this. Don't quote me on it, but I have a feeling that with YouTube, it matters a whole lot more how many subscribers you have in terms of how many people come to your live. I could be wrong about that, but I think that tends to be the case, right? So but that's that. We'll see with time. I appreciate it so much, Stephanie, with all the the tapping on the screen and the questions and all that type of stuff. Stephanie, are you on? Have you been on YouTube before? Welcome, Amber. Do you have well, good luck to you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. If you did happen to hear that question, oh no, never. Okay, you've never done it. Okay. You said no, never. The way you said it, it's almost like you would never do it. Is it as in no, you've never done it, or like no, you would never do it? Like this, I can't tell from the way. No, never. Okay. You've been considering it. Yeah. It's like it's very it's a different kind of beast. It is. No, I want to. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, in my opinion, like in terms of all the different social media platforms, it is hands down the most powerful if you can crack it, right? If you can crack YouTube and really, like get traction with it, in my humble opinion, it is probably the most powerful platform of all the different ones out there in terms of what it can do for you, right? The videos on there, they last longer, organic, like especially if you're going after certain keywords. The lifespan of a video can go for months and sometimes even years, right? If you have a video that ranks for a particular keyword, right? Whereas with these other social media platforms, likes of IG, TikTok, and all them, the lifespan of a video only goes but so far, right? Like especially on IG. Like after maybe what, a few days, and then boom, that's it. No more views on that particular video, right? So, but even though I think TikTok is starting to change now, it's starting to get, it's starting to. I think TikTok is starting to gear towards keywords as well, like turning into more of a search engine, more so like YouTube and Google, I suppose. Yeah. So, welcome, guys. For those of you that are here, same on YouTube as well. This is not a one-way street, okay? Like, if you have any questions for me with regards to anything digital marketing related and affiliate marketing, please let me know. I know on YouTube I did mention here, like, this was more so specific to with regards to Digital Wealth Academy. If you have any questions about that, I have been talking about it a little bit on there, not as much, right? But if you do have any questions, please put them in the chat and I will be sure to respond. All right, thank you. I appreciate it, Stephanie. Shalom. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you coming on here and interacting. So I'll definitely be sure to see you around in these digital marketing streets. I'll see you. All right. But for the rest, anybody else that's here, please don't hesitate or wait. If you have a question, go ahead and ask. Right, go ahead and ask, and I'll be glad to respond. Okay. But anyway, with regards to, so let's just talking about like maybe going back to the basics, right? With regards to digital marketing as a whole and affiliate marketing, right? The one thing that I will continue saying, and I'm going to keep saying it until I'm blue in the face, simple fact that, welcome, Adriana. Welcome. I'm gonna keep saying this until I'm blue in the face, just because it's out there, and I mean, I know I'm a tiny fish in a ridiculously huge pond, and it's probably not gonna make that much of a difference. But if I can start it going, and a few people hear it, and they catches on, and they start sharing it, then great, right? But this is like one of my biggest pet peeves. People, for some reason, right, digital marketing, right? It's too many people have been misled into thinking that digital marketing is like this new thing, right? That is solely and only about selling digital products and specifically courses, which is, it just drives me crazy every time I hear that. It is not, okay? Digital marketing goes way beyond selling digital products, okay? In simple terms, digital marketing is the process of promoting anything, okay? It could be a physical product, it could be a digital product, it could be a brick and mortar business, it could be a brand, it could be yourself as a personal brand, for example, right? Anything that you promote online, okay? That's digital marketing. It is not only the promotion of digital products, okay? So let's get that straight, all right? Digital marketing is the promotion of anything online, okay? Not just digital products. Now, affiliate marketing, on the other hand, is an extremely simple business model, right? And I really like to point the two out, like explain the two, because that's another thing, right? Too many people just they use it interchangeably as if they're the same thing, there's a difference, right? Affiliate marketing is an extremely simple business model that allows regular individuals like you and I to promote other people's or other businesses' products and services in return for an affiliate commission as a result of our digital marketing efforts. Okay. So you can be an affiliate for digital products, you can be an affiliate for physical products, right? Affiliate marketing is not new, it's been around for ages, it's been hiding in plain sight. Most people just don't know about it. If you think about all your favorite stores that you go to, the likes of Walmart, Amazon, Home Depot, Target, Dick's Sporting Goods, Nike, whatever it is, if you go to their sites and scroll all the way to the bottom, you will see a link in there, right, which says join our affiliate program. Okay. And if you wanted to become an affiliate for any one of these, any one of these companies or brands, whatever the case may be, they, depending on what their rules are and, restrict or requirements are, you will be able to join or may not be able to join, right? Depending on your experience. Sometimes they want you to have a certain number of followers, a certain social media following, or welcome, Sue, welcome. Sometimes they want you to have that, or maybe sometimes they want to see that you have maybe a website with a certain minimum amount of traffic and visitors that come through, right? Things like that, right? But it's not necessary. And then there are others that welcome anybody and everybody, right? Whether you're a beginner or experienced, with no experience whatsoever, they'll welcome anybody, right? And fortunately, Digital Wealth Academy is one of such products that will allow, once you become, once you become a customer, right? Once you purchase the product itself, one of the perks, one of the good things is that you will instantly be able to start promoting the course as an affiliate, whereby you will get paid an 85% commission. Okay, they'll pay you an 85% commission, which essentially comes down to the product itself is a $497 product, right? So that will come down, that 85% commission is going to come down to $422.45 for each sale that you generate. Okay, that's $422.45 that you would be getting. And those can add up really quickly, right? If you get to the point where you are, think about it. If you get to the point where you're generating those kind of sales on a daily basis, you're easy. That's an easy. I shouldn't say easy, right? But that is like those are 5-figure months that you're essentially looking at. Okay, 5-figure months if you get to the point. But of course, that is not going to be an easy feat, right? That is something that is not, it's not going to happen over time, right? You got to work your way up towards it. You got to build towards it. Okay, and that is where a lot of people fall short, right? All the different things that you need to do on a regular basis to start generating sales with with whatever you're promoting, right? With whatever you're promoting, the things that you need to do, setting it up, right? You need a product, right? That's the easy part. Everybody's able to find a product that they want to promote, whether it's a physical one or a digital one. In this case, Digital Wealth Academy, that can serve as your first product, right? Done for you product that you can start promoting from the get-go as a beginner if you don't know what to promote. And it has a really healthy commission too as well. So that's the first thing. That's the first component, one of three. The second thing too now is that if you are going to be selling some kind of product, whether it's your own or somebody else's as an affiliate, you need some kind of platform to sell it on, right? Like a storefront, whether that's like a Stand Store, Beacons, Gumroad, ClickBank, like they're all so many. I can't even name them all. There's so many different platforms, so many different places on which you can host, have your product, right? So even if you're promoting as an affiliate, promoting somebody else's product, right? They will have a platform on which the product is being sold. Okay, and you will just get your unique affiliate link, right, to be able to promote it. And that's how that would work. Somebody, in case people are wondering, like, how do the vendors know that the sale, how do they know to credit you with the sale? Well, once you become an affiliate, you get a unique affiliate link, which is unique to you and only you. Each and every individual affiliate has their own, so much so that when a sale does come through as a result of any given affiliate's digital marketing efforts, the vendors, product owners, they can track the sale back to that specific affiliate, and that's how they know how to credit you. Okay, so that's the second component. And then lastly, the third component is traffic, right? You need to get eyeballs on all these products that you're promoting. And that is where majority of people fall short. Okay, right? That is going to be the difference maker between those who succeed in this business and those who don't. What typically happens is that a lot of people will come on and they get exposed to the whole digital marketing and affiliate marketing space, and they will see that people are making a lot of money, right? 10K a month, 20K a month, 30K, 50, 100K a month, right? Whatever that is, and they'll see it and they fail to realize that those results did not come overnight, right? It actually took some work, it took some doing. And so beginners will start and they will see, they'll be comparing their chapter 1 to somebody else's chapter 20, okay? Right? It might have taken them a year, it might have taken them 6 months, 12 months to get to that chapter, whatever chapter they're on, right? But the bottom line is they put in time, and beginners will start. And after having posted a few pieces of content here and there, after a week, they're not seeing any traction. They're not seeing anything happening. They're not getting the sales that they thought they were going to be getting overnight. And then all of a sudden they throw their hands up and say that this stuff doesn't work. Okay. Well, it does work. It's just that you did not do the work to make it work. And you did not give it the time, right, that it was necessary for you to make it work. Like I always tell people, like if you're gonna do this, right, if you want to give yourself a legitimate chance, like a really good chance of seeing success with this stuff, you got to put in like six. I even hesitate to say 3 months as a minimum. Right? That like I would say 6 months, right? 6 months bare minimum, right? 6 months bare minimum of consistent daily effort and work. Like keep in mind, like this stuff, I always tell people it's simple. It's extremely simple, right? To make money with digital marketing and affiliate marketing, but it's not easy. There's a difference, okay? It's simple, but it's not easy. And what do I mean by that? Right? The things that you need to do on a daily basis to see success, right, with digital marketing and affiliate marketing, they are actually simple tasks, right? It's not rocket science, it's not complicated. You don't need to be like a tech wizard or anything like that, right? Digital Wealth Academy, the course that I always recommend, the one that I started with learning how to do all this stuff, it shows you, it will teach you how to do all these things, right? It will teach you how to do everything step by step. I'd never been a techie person myself. I didn't even know how to upload a reel on IG, for crying out loud, right? And editing reels and all that. I didn't know how to do any of that stuff. I just never had been a social media person. But fortunately, thanks to Digital Wealth Academy, there are step by step instructions on how to do these things and not just post for the sake of posting, right? Posting strategically with the right messaging, type of messaging that would give you, attract the right kind of people, the right kind of buyers, right? The people who are going to end up being buyers for whatever product it is that you decide to promote, right? And bear in mind with Digital Wealth Academy, right? The training in there is something that you can use to promote an existing business of yours if that is something that you have. Okay. If you do have an existing business, whether it's a brick and mortar business, you can use the training in there to promote, like to learn how to promote it too. So that's something to keep in mind. Okay. Right. But anyway, what I was saying is you need to give this stuff like a good shake, right? And a good shake meaning daily consistent effort on a daily basis. Like I fought, like I'm guilty of this too, right? I'm definitely, I'll be the first to admit that I've been guilty of this myself, right? Welcome, Sherry. Welcome. Glad to see you here. Right. I have been, like I've been guilty of this, of not, going for an extended period of making sure that I'm doing the things that I'm supposed to be doing on a daily basis, right? But once I figured it out and once I realized that that's what it takes, right? Then all of a sudden, guess what I did? I just, you just have to roll up your sleeves and start, you know, just start doing the work on a daily basis, consistently, right? Consistently for an extended period of time, right? It doesn't help if because every time you start building momentum, But then if you stop completely and then go take like ridiculous breaks, right? And then come back and you keep starting and stopping, it's not, you're not giving yourself the chance to build that momentum, okay? And these platforms, they don't like that, and sometimes they can be pretty mean and I don't know the right, it's like punish you accordingly, I guess, right? But they will reward you big time if if you show them love by giving them what they want, which is producing content, right? And you do it consistently, frequently, right, over an extended period of time, and then you start developing the snowball effect, and then you start whatever your like your message, your traffic, and all that, like you like basically everything you're putting out starts getting out there for whatever particular product that you are promoting, and then before you know it, you start seeing inquiries and sales and all that type of stuff, right? But the thing is, you have to keep on showing up on a regular basis. Like I believe it was I can't remember who I heard. Oh, Alex Hormozy. There's this one thing that he said is like, if you want to, I mean, it may sound easy to him because that's what he does and he's got a team and all that type of stuff. But he was just basically talking about if you wanted to make 1 million a year, 2 million, or three, whatever it is, or even up to 3 million, whatever it is, you've got to every single day, right? Every single day without fail, you've got to do that one thing that moves the needle for your business, which is showing up and getting the word out about your business or whatever business or service, product or service that it is that you provide. Okay, all right. And you've got to promote every day for the first 4 hours of your day should be dedicated to nothing but that every single day for an extended period of time, right? That's the way to move the needle, okay? Right. The next thing, obviously, like I mean, is that's one, right? Then the next thing now is like if things aren't moving or things aren't working, you got to start. Well, he didn't go into this much detail, right? This is just me adding it, but the basic message was you've got to put in the work of getting the word out about your product, right? About whatever it is that you're selling and getting yourself out there, right? Because you are essentially the face of your brand, so to speak, right? Because companies have started like people buy from people. Okay, people buy from people. That's that they because once you build your, you can call it your personal brand, right? Once you start growing your personal brand and you start gaining, um, what do you call it? I guess traction, but you start gaining a following, like people start to know about you and all that, right? And you have like your tribe, so to speak. You eventually get to the point where the more people see you, the more welcome Yonda. The more people see you, the more they'll get to know you, right? Know what you're all about. The more they'll get to hopefully start liking you a little bit, and then over time they'll get to start trusting you. Okay, and once you get to that point where you have people following you that know you, like you, and trust you, you can essentially sell whatever, any just about anything, right? You can sell just that's like it's like the whole Oprah effect. Why do you think Oprah is so powerful, right? She can flip a business like literally overnight by just her one mention of your product could change your business like overnight, right? But that's because she's built her brand such that yeah, I think she's people say that they use her name to describe that effect, right? The Oprah effect, right? The Oprah effect. You've got to build your own little Oprah effect in essence, right? Of like in your own small way. And once you do that, once you get to that point, you just about could sell almost anything, just about, right? You'll have people uh, wherever you go, people will buy from you. Look at the Verizon guy, for instance. He used to, I think, yeah, he used to promote for Verizon, and then I guess whatever happened. I guess he must have been given an offer he could not refuse, and he went over to Sprint, and which is now, I guess, been gobbled up by T-Mobile, and like he's the face, right? And they use him to promote their stuff, and people buy him because people have grow. I forget what his name is. Not his real name, right? His like for another example, like Jake from State Farm, right? Jake from State Farm. These companies have realized that people buy from people, or Flow from Progressive, right? These are all people who are the faces of all these brands, right? So you've got to become that person for your business in essence, right? Like you do it in your own small way in essence, right? And once you get to that point, right, you will start seeing people generate sales, and that is you'll start seeing yourself generating sales, right? And what I was trying to say earlier with regards to that is before people are able to get to that point, right? The reason why a lot of beginners will The reason why a lot of beginners will quit, right, is because they don't realize or understand that they have to build that rapport and that know, like, and trust factor over a period of time, right? And that tends to take, it could be three. I don't know. I don't want to give any specifics here, right? Because I don't want to pretend or claim to know exactly what the exact time frame is, but I would like to, just based on my experience and based on what I've seen of others, I would say maybe 2, 3 months, right? Or actually even 1 month, maybe. I don't know. Starting from scratch, right? 1 month, 2 months, but like showing up, and as long as you start showing up and building a following, right? But and you keep that going, and you keep showing up in people's faces over and over, right? They say it takes like anywhere from 7, 8, or to 12 touch points with, a potential customer before they actually make a purchase, right? So if you become that person that keeps showing up on a regular basis every single day, talking about your stuff, right? You will over time develop your own little Oprah effect, or develop that know, like, and trust factor, right? And that's when you'll start to see, maybe some sales come through. But the thing is, too many beginners they end up quitting before that point comes, right? Because they've seen all these numbers online, people making all these crazy amounts of money, and they expect to start getting those kind of results as well within a week, 2 weeks, a month, right? Maybe after having posted only just a handful of videos, right? That's not enough. You got to do it every day, multiple times a day, for an extended period of time. And I always tell people, go for, once you get into this, aim to, like, give your aim to do this for at least 6 months, right? 6 months. Can you do that for 6 months? Most people can't, right? Most people give up way, like, long before, okay, long before. So, and again, and that there's no guarantee either, right? There's no guarantee that if you do that, if you do this for that extended period of time, that you're definitely going to get results, definitely going to start seeing, like, tremendous amounts of sales and all that, because then there are other factors that come into play, right? Your messaging, are you putting out the right messaging? Are you targeting the right audience and stuff like that? And that's where, Digital Wealth Academy comes into play, showing you how to do all that stuff, right? The training in there is going to teach you how to do all of that stuff, right? So these are all things to keep in mind. I'm taking a look here at my, let's see, claim to rewards. I'm taking a look at what I have going on here. I just feel like uh, TikTok and or even the other one, or YouTube, they have not been too friendly to me recently in terms of traffic, in terms of people that I'm being pushed out to or not being pushed out to. Um, but hey, that's the other thing too. When you get started with this, if you do decide to start doing lives, um, keep in mind that doing lives is not the only way, right? Doing lives is not the only way to promote these products, right? So you see me on here, don't think that you too are, if you decide, let's say you purchase the product, if you let's say you purchase Digital Wealth Academy, do not feel like in order to see success, let's just say you did decide that you wanted to promote Digital Wealth Academy, for instance, right? Do not feel like the only way you're going to generate sales is by doing these lives, right? Or, posting content with your face on it and all that type of stuff. There are different methods to do this digital marketing stuff, right? If you're one of those people that's more on the shy side of things, and you don't want to put your face on camera in your content, right? Or you don't want to do lives and all that. Digital Wealth Academy will teach you how to do what they call faceless digital marketing, whereby you are able to produce content and put it out there that is effective as well in helping to generate sales, without having your face on any of that content, right? And the way it would work is like, they'll teach you how to, you're basically using like B-roll footage in essence, right? And then putting text on screen. That's primarily the main way to do it. And then there's, you can, if you're okay with putting your voice on camera, you can do voiceovers as well, right? Making sure that you have the right messaging going out there, targeting targeting whatever audience that you're looking to go after. Okay, so those are all things. Those are all things to keep in mind, right? So don't feel like you must do this, right? Don't feel like you must do things this way, right? But I'm choosing to do this. This is one of several ways that I'm doing it, right? I chose to go like face forward, right? And one of the things, if you don't mind going face forward, I would definitely encourage you to do that more so than the faceless strategy, because when you go faceless, it's a little bit harder. It's a little bit harder to or yeah, it's a little bit harder, and maybe, and takes a little bit longer, right? It's a little bit harder and takes a little bit longer to perhaps maybe build that connection or connect with people. So, right, people like to see uh a face, right? They like to see a face behind whatever brand there is, if there is one, right? Or whatever is being sold, whatever the case may be, right? So, but anyway, I don't know if there's anybody on here at all. I feel like I might just, I probably will be yeah, I'll be jumping off of here like in the next 10 minutes or so. I don't think, like, I get the sense, I feel like right now that I'm essentially, um, I'm not sure if there's, I mean, if there is anyone still in any one of the rooms, if there is anyone, just let me, like, if you have any questions for me, drop them in the chat, okay? If you have any questions for me, drop them in the chat. I see I've got one person here on YouTube. If you have any questions for me, drop them in the chat. I don't know how long you've been here. Are you aware? Are you familiar with Digital Wealth Academy? Let me see. Live chat, all messages, top chat, all messages are visible. Some messages such as potential may not be visible. Live chat. Okay. Let's see. So here, on anybody here, like I guess first and foremost, like, let me know in the chat, right? Let me know in the chat if you are familiar with, have you heard of Digital Wealth Academy before? DWA. Let me just put it that way. Have you heard of Digital Wealth Academy? Drop a one in the chat, right? Drop a one in the chat if you have heard of Digital Wealth Academy. Drop a two if you have never heard of it. Let me know, guys. Let me know. Drop a one in the chat if there's anybody in the room. Let's see. I don't see anyone here. Or okay. Yep. All right, guys. I'm starting to. Let's see. So welcome, Randy Collins. Welcome. I don't know. Hey, by the way, it just hit me. I don't think for the welcome, Randy. Welcome. Yeah, we are here. We are essentially here talking about we're essentially here talking about digital marketing and affiliate marketing, and how beginners with no prior experience can get started making money online if they are interested. Okay. So if you are interested in learning how to make money online with digital marketing and affiliate marketing, that's what I'm here talking about. If you have any questions about it, welcome, Yvonne. If you have any questions about it, I could, I sure can answer them for you. Okay. Um, let's see. And specifically, right? And specifically, I'm also, uh, I'm also talking about Digital Wealth Academy, given that that is the course, right? That is the course that I got started with to learn how to do digital marketing and affiliate marketing on the various different social media platforms, right? Because the good thing about it is the training in there is taught by 6 and 7 figure earners. And oh, there's even an 8 figure earner, by the way. I forgot about that, right? And these are people who are actively using these platforms, right? It's not like people who are teaching stuff based on, they're not regurgitating information that they heard elsewhere. Okay, they're actually actively doing this stuff, and they are successfully doing it. Okay, so any questions about anything we've talked about thus far? Let me know. Right, let me know. I will, let's see. I've got about 5 more minutes. I've got about 5 more minutes before 5 more minutes before I jump off here. TikTok, neither TikTok or YouTube have been particularly nice to me this evening. All right. My stuff is not getting pushed out like at all. And I'm looking to see, I don't know if I do have the same between YouTube and TikTok. I don't know if I have any restrictions. Let me see. No, not that I know of. Everything seems to be in order. Diamonds, rewards, surpass, get 4 more active fans this week. Yeah, I don't think. Oh, okay, no claim. All right, two claim your 2 rewards. Not sure. All right, go live with custom. Yeah. All right, guys. Mhm. Go live a custom title for one time. Visit analytics with go live. All right. I don't think this is a part of me. I've heard of people. One of the things that when it comes to these lives, I've seen people when they're not getting pushed out. I've seen them stop the live and start it all over again, right? All in the aim of trying to, I guess, get some more activity going. Maybe, I don't know. Um, I probably could be using some of that, but any questions for me? I've got 3 more minutes left. 3 more minutes left. And the only reason, I probably should just jump off, but the only reason I'm still, I try to make these, I try to be on here for at least an hour. Okay. I should try to be on here for at least an hour. If anybody, uh, at least giving a chance for more people. Like here on YouTube, I see somebody jumped on for a quick second and then they left. Let's see, is that accurate? Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. I guess I always say 2 things, right? There's 2 things I always say, which is, I guess maybe as opposed to it actually being true, maybe it's just the way to make me feel better about it. I always say, at the end of all this stuff, if I don't have any questions, then that's a sign that maybe I did an excellent job explaining it, right? It's either that, or on the flip side, maybe I don't have any questions because the explanation or everything I was talking about was either so boring or so terrible that people don't even know what to ask other than what in the world were you talking about, right? So, any questions for me, guys, before I, before I move off to the side? This could be anything, right? Anything related to making money online, even though, for the most part, we have been talking about digital marketing and affiliate marketing and, how you can get started as a beginner learning all these skills, right? Digital marketing skills through Digital Wealth Academy, right? Digital Wealth Academy, which is the course that I purchased to go ahead and get started learning how to do digital marketing predominantly on these different social media platforms. And by the way, I should have mentioned, if I didn't, welcome Grandpa Mark. Glad to see you again. The one thing that I should have mentioned that I didn't mention earlier about Digital Wealth Academy is the fact that they do teach you how to make money online in 15 different ways. Okay. 15 different ways to make money online. So do not for 1 second think that the only way you're going to be making money online with Digital Wealth Academy is if and only if you resell the course, right? That's not the only way to make money. There's 15 different ways in there. So reselling the course as an affiliate is just one of the 15 ways, right? If you don't want to do that, there's 14 other ways to make money, right? Inside Digital Wealth Academy, there's 14 different ways that they'll teach. Sorry, there's 15 different ways that they'll teach you how to make money online, but reselling the course is only one of them. But it's a great income stream because they will pay you, like a four, an 85% commission, right? An 85% commission. Welcome, Rula. Hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Welcome. Uh, so yeah, they will pay you. They will they will give you an 85% commission. Okay. All right, guys. I think that's it. I don't think I have any questions here. Anything that, or if anyone did ask me a question that I missed, please drop them. If I did miss your question, you can always send me a DM. Just put it in my direct messages, send it there, and I will be sure to reply. All right, I will be sure to reply to your DM. Okay. Um, Same goes. I mean, for the people over here on a YT YouTube, you can just drop me a comment in the comment section, or drop your question in the comment section. I'll be sure to respond. And if you want to, DM, you can also go find me on the other social media platforms. Welcome, 911 Digital B. 911 Digital B. Yep, I remember this. This is great. That was amazing. Congrats. I always say that, mother of nine. That is absolutely amazing. 911 Digital B. By the way, I might have, please forgive me if I asked you this before and you already told me, but I forget. If you did tell me already, please forgive me. What is your first name? And I only ask just so I can address you by that first name. I tend to like to do that. It just feels like it feels more of like a conversation, right? Same with, do we have anyone in the chat here? Um, Other than what? So what would your first name be? 911 Digital B. Um, Drop your name in the chat. Please forgive me, 911 Digital B, if I had asked you this before and I forget what your first name is. Um, First name. All right, guys. If anybody's still here, right? I see I've got maybe one person on YouTube. If there's anybody still here, and if you have a question for me before I jump off, now is the time to ask, right? Because I am getting ready to get off. So please let me know any questions for me. Anybody, any questions? If not, I will jump off. Anybody have any questions for me? Okay, all right. To guard your privacy, abide by our community lines. Welcome to live chat. Remember, okay. Oh, all right. How do you actually make money online? Break it down step by step. Okay, JC Vandes da Silva. Okay, well, in simple terms, so first and foremost, right? So first and foremost, we use digital marketing, right? To begin with, we're using digital marketing to make this money online, okay? And digital marketing is simply, in simple terms, it's just a process of promoting anything online, right? It could be a physical product, it could be a digital product, It could be a business brand, yourself, right, as a personal brand, whatever you want, right? As long as you're promoting online, that's digital marketing. Now, I always recommend, right, to make money online, you need a product, right, or you need to provide a product or a service, right? And this can be a physical product or digital product, right? Now, if you're going to have a product to sell, right, you're going to have to either create your own, whether it's a physical product, which can be quite a hassle, or you can create your own digital product, which it's may still be a hassle, but it's a lot less of a hassle, right? A digital product is going to be easier to create, right, than a physical product. Now, if you don't want to do either one of those, you can sell somebody else's physical product or digital product, right? And that's what I typically recommend for people who are just getting started, right? Beginners, because they are able to essentially piggyback off of somebody else's existing product that is already doing well, okay? Now, as an affiliate, so affiliate marketing is a very simple business model that allows regular individuals like you and I, JC Vandes da Silva, to promote other people's products and services or other businesses' products and services in return for an affiliate commission every single time we help them generate a sale. Okay. And as affiliates, we do get unique links, right? A link, individual affiliate is going to have his or her own unique link that they can use, that is unique to them and only them, that they can use to post all over the internet, right? Like spread over the internet. Thank you for pronouncing my name correctly, by the way. Not many people. Ah, nice. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yep. Um, you're welcome. I should be saying that you're welcome. I should be saying, yeah. So each person would have their own unique affiliate link that they put out there, right, all over you on the internet through right, with digital marketing. We use digital marketing to send to promote our affiliate link, and so much so that anytime anyone sees your affiliate link on the internet, wherever you put it, anytime they click on that link and make a purchase, you get credit for that sale, right? The vendor, owner of the product, knows that that sale was generated as a result of your digital marketing efforts online, because when the sale was made, they can see that your unique affiliate link was the one that was clicked on to generate the sale, and that's how they know to credit you as the affiliate, right? So that's how you would make the money. Now, when you get started, you have the option to decide if you want to promote a physical product or a digital product. I typically tend to steer towards, digital products, just because the margins on physical products are a lot smaller. Okay, even for the owner of the product, the vendors themselves, right? However much it costs them to make that product versus how much they sell it for, that difference, that margin is pretty small. But the way they make money is through volume, right? They've got to make a lot of sales, right? So you as the affiliate coming in there, right, trying to tap into an already small margin on a physical product, the vendor can only afford to give you a smaller percentage. So that's going to be like a 5%, 1, 2, 3, 5%, maybe 10% max typically, right? But it's usually going to be smaller. With a digital product, right, because you only have to create a digital product one time, and you can sell it over and over and over and over again, and the overhead is pretty low. The vendors and owners of digital products are willing to pay us, right, pay you and I, the affiliates, a lot higher percentage, right? So it's not uncommon for a digital product to have an affiliate commission of 30%, 40%, 50%, 80, 90%, and even 100%. Okay. And you're probably thinking to yourself, well, if the owner of the product is paying you 100%, then how are they making money? Well, they know their numbers, and even though they're paying you 100%, what they are getting is the customer's information, and they know their numbers, right? They know that the lifetime value of any given customer, might be, let's just say the lifetime value of a given customer for a particular vendor is like $500, for example, right? They don't mind selling a $100 product and giving 100% of the commission to the affiliate, right? Knowing that the customer is theirs and they will probably on average end up spending $500. So they'll still make like a $400 profit, right? But anyway, that's just that's me now getting into the weeds. But that's essentially it in simple terms, right? In terms of like, step by step how you would make money. Now, what I have titled here, right? So Digital Wealth Academy, for example, that is a digital product, right? It is a course, right, that actually teaches you how to make money online in several different ways, right? They actually have 15 different streams of income. And by the way, if you see my head moving left and right, please forgive me. That's because I'm streaming on two different platforms here on YouTube as well as TikTok, and I'm trying to keep up with the chat on both ends, making sure that I'm not missing anybody's comments. That's why you keep seeing my head moving left and right. Okay. Now, as I was saying with Digital Wealth Academy, right? It is a digital product, right? And the good thing about it is that as a beginner, right, that's the product that I purchased myself, right, to start learning how to do, how to make money online with digital marketing and affiliate marketing using these various different social media platforms, right? I had been doing this before in the past using other methods, but I was not familiar with making money online through the various different social media platforms, and that's why I purchased Digital Wealth Academy. Now, it does teach you 15 different ways in which you can make money online. There's different ways to make money online. Affiliate marketing is just one of them, okay? You can create your own digital product, right, and sell it, right? Digital Wealth Academy will teach you, it will show you how to create your own digital product, right? You can have some kind of experience having solved any kind of problem in your life, right? And that's knowledge that you have, or maybe your expertise from your professional life, whatever you do in your day to day job, right? Your daytime job, right? 9 to 5. You can package there. Trust me, whatever problem you've solved in the past or any issue or thing that you've dealt with, there are other people that have had those same problems as you and would love your knowledge and your experience to help them deal with that particular problem that they're dealing with. And you can package that into a digital product, right? In the form of a PDF, right? Or a video course, right? With training that you provide, and you can package that into a digital product and sell it for whatever amount you want to charge, whether it's a 27. People are selling 50-page PDFs like ebooks, right, for $27, right? People are creating courses and selling them for 100, 500. This Digital Wealth Academy, for example, is a $497 product, right? That comes with a lot of value. It has a community in there of over 120 something thousand people who have actually purchased the course, and they are helping, they they are all part of the community which you can tap into, right? And then they have weekly trainings as well, right? Live trainings but taught by 6-figure, 7-figure, and even 8-figure earners, right? And the added bonus of Digital Wealth Academy, right? I shouldn't call it an added bonus. They just have an affiliate program as well. Okay. Right, got you. The things I've tried all three methods and I'm having no success. I started my own clothing brand on Etsy and haven't gotten any sales. And that's the thing, right? So, okay, you tried all three methods. So that's the thing, right? I know the biggest hiccup, right? I've also made a PDF on how to find and flip resale games on Vinted and eBay, posted as a digital product on WAP and haven't had any sales. Okay. Perfect, right? So this is like the biggest hiccup for most people. Welcome, Jamie. Welcome. This is where, like, this is the most, like, I'll tell you right now, of all the different things when it comes to making money online and all the different ways, whether it's print on demand, doing Etsy, Amazon shop, whatever the case may be, right? The biggest hiccup, right? The biggest hiccup for most people, and which tends to be the hardest part, right, is traffic generation. Okay, I'm willing to bet my ball. I'm willing to bet, right, that the problem that you've been having and not being able to see any results or have any success is probably highly revolving around your I shouldn't say inability, but the fact that you have not thus far been able to drive traffic, right? And the way you drive traffic, like when I say drive traffic, I'm talking about getting people, like eyeballs, a lot of people to see your product, right? You can have the best product in the world, right? The absolute best product in the world. But if you don't have people seeing it, you're not going to make money. All right. Welcome, Kimmy S. Welcome. All right. Let's see. Fine. And lastly, I'm partnered an energy drink company and promote them a lot on my social media. And again, no sales. My biggest issue is converting viewers into buyers. Yeah, that tends to be the biggest problem for most people. And so here's the thing though, right? And this is another thing. I'm almost positive, right? I'll ask you a question right now, and I'm just waiting for you to give me the answer. I have a very good feeling if I were to ask you, when you say so yeah, you partner with an energy drink company, promote them a lot on social media. Is this is that like maybe TikTok Shop, for example, that you did this on? Um, I guess the question I wanted to ask you is that where on what social media platform had you been promoting, and what kind of audience do you have, right? What kind of audience do you have, like how many followers, like how much traffic are you getting, right? That type stuff, right? Because I'm sure I have a pretty good feeling that the reason you're not getting the results that you're looking for is probably has a lot to do with the fact that you're not getting enough eyeballs, right? And even if you are, then the next thing, right? The next thing that you're probably going to need to diagnose is like your messaging, right? Like how you're getting your messaging out there, or are you targeting the right audience, right? The right people who would be the ones that are inclined to buy that particular product. So Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. I have 1.8K followers, and my videos and stories get hundreds of views, but most of the viewers just view and like but don't buy. This is in relation to the energy drink. Is that correct? This is in relation to the energy drink. Yes. Okay. Okay. That's in relation to the energy drink. All right. Well, and the thing is, so that's all on those different social media platforms. So and then my clothes and brand, right? So are you selling, I'm assuming the energy drink you're selling as an affiliate, and then the clothing brand, I'm guessing you own those, or are you also an affiliate for those? Do you own the clothing brand, right? Do you own the clothing brand, or are you partnered with someone as an affiliate? Exactly what you said. Okay, an affiliate. So you're an affiliate, or you own the. I understand for the energy drink. I understand you're an affiliate for that. You don't own that, right? But the clothing brand, affiliate for the energy drink, and owner of the clothes and brand. Okay, okay, okay. And the energy drink and the clothes and brand, do you sell those on the same? So do you have the same audience for all for the clothing brand and the energy drink? Welcome, Mark Phone Base. Yes. Okay. So that's the thing. I'm thinking here. There might be you might have an issue with your. Are you the face, by the way? Like, is it your That's the other thing. Like, so is it like a personal brand that you have this audience on, or are these like generic? Like these do you appear in the videos? Like, yes, you do. Okay. Okay. Is it something you don't mind sharing? Like, is it something that you'd be comfortable sharing? Like what you're just so I can just go see it, right? Is it something you don't have to if you don't want if you'd prefer not to, that's perfectly fine. I completely understand. The only reason I was asking, like with your sure, I can post a link. Yeah, the reason I was asking about like whether you, yeah, so if you, yeah, sure, should do that. Um is I don't know if it will allow you to do it. I hope it does. No, I want to because I like help with this. I hope it does allow you to post your link. That's one thing that I'm not sure of on welcome Mark Phone Base. I don't know like this is one thing that I'm not aware, like I don't know if YouTube will allow you to post your link in there. Try it and see, maybe, I don't know. It may or it may not. Uh because anyway, because so that for starters, that's good, right? Like the fact that you have like you're basically building your own personal brand. You're building your own personal brand so that people are actually um they can have a face, right, to attach to the brand, right? um see, that's my Instagram. Yeah, I suspected that YouTube. So it does. So you're. I don't know if you can see the comments, but it doesn't allow. It does. There's no link in there. All I see is the comment you made is that's my Instagram. That's all I can see. I don't see the actual. I don't see the handle, and I won't be surprised if YouTube blocks that out. Are you still there? Uh, and that's my clothing brand. Yeah, like so I'm not seeing. I think YouTube is filtering that out. Yeah, still here. Okay. Yeah, like I see what I see where you wrote that, and that's my clothing brand, and yeah, still here, but it doesn't. The link doesn't appear, and I suspect YouTube probably blocks that out, or it probably filters it out. Uh, Yeah, but anyway, I don't know. Let's see. You can't see. Yeah, I can't see the link. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I suspect. I have a feeling. Can you see the link on your end? Because I mean, I'm looking and I can't see it on my. Can you see the link on your end? Like after you've posted inside the chat, all right? Can you see the link that you posted on your end? Because I don't see the links. I only see like what you wrote. I saw and on Etsy, search up graffiti washed. Okay, I see that. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Graffiti washi. Because I'm not Etsy on its own. I'm not particularly sure of how. What I'll be more interested in seeing is like because Etsy on its own is just Etsy on its own is just it's a platform, right? But as far as like getting traffic to it, I don't know that you can actually promote on Etsy itself. Whether you can pay for ads there or not, because I've never used Etsy myself. Um, but what I'll be more interested in seeing is like your actual social media platforms. So I found your graffiti. I found your graffiti wash, right? It did say one sale. Yes, yeah, I can. And on Etsy, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I saw switched places and I did see your graffiti wash that showed one sale 1 month on. You've been on Etsy for about a month, right? If that's the correct profile I'm looking at. Yep, that's it. Okay. Yeah, what would be of more uh use, I guess, or at least to have an idea would be to see like your social media handles, right? Because that's how you're going to be generating the traffic, right? I've never used Etsy myself, right? I don't know exactly how it works, but I get the sense that it's not enough to just have your product on there and people. I know it is a highly trafficked site, right? But unless you're actually getting actively promoting. the link to your store and all that, I don't know that people are just gonna see it and see it and just buy it. I suppose they could. I mean, you got some really nice looking stuff here, man. Yeah, you got. I mean, I see your storefront. I see your storefront. You definitely got some really nice looking stuff on there. But it's just, I think more of your sales would come through from your social media marketing, right? Welcome, Kia. Welcome, Kia. Yeah. So yeah, no, sure, you're welcome. Yeah, you got it's some pretty nice looking stuff, but I think it's your more of it is gonna come more. It's like more of the issue is gonna come more so from your social media stuff, right? Welcome, Edward. Glad to see you here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah. Unfortunately, for whatever, so the graffiti wash, is that also the same handle for your Instagram and I guess Instagram and YouTube? Is that the same handle that you use there? I don't know. Welcome, Edward. Let's see. No, I just put my Instagram and TikTok. Yeah, I it's not showing me that, right? It's not showing me it's not showing me the handles. Welcome, sister. Welcome. Yeah, I had a feeling that the YouTube's chat was gonna block those out or filter them out, okay? Um because all I can see, I managed to see the graffiti wash. So I saw that, but as far as like your Instagram and TikTok, it didn't show me any of that. But yeah, I mean, all what I can tell you is that Digital Wealth Academy, I mean, it does have modules in there, teaching you how to effectively promote on the likes of Instagram and TikTok, and making sure that you're posting like, like stories and with your messaging. That's weird because yeah, you can see them, but I really think this is probably like uh, should I call it a safety Like I think this is more so YouTube's doing. They probably do that so that people don't come and spam the comments with links and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure that is something that YouTube does, right? And yeah, yeah, you can see them, right? Like, and I'm pretty sure like YouTube will give you the impression, right? It'll give you the impression that it's posted there for others to see, but it's pretty much blocking it out for others. Kind of like when a user on YouTube blocks you, right? You, the person that has been blocked, you can be typing away and posting comments and all that on your end. It looks like your comments are going through, but nobody else is seeing them, right? So I suspect that's probably what's going on here. You can see the links, right? But I think myself and anybody else that's on here won't see them, you know. And I get it, right? They just don't want people, especially if it's a chat that's busy. They don't want people coming and spamming their links all over the place. What's another way I can share them with you? I'd love to get your thoughts. Um, uh, I mean, I am on, so I'm on TikTok, right? I am on TikTok. You can find me on TikTok with the same username as you see here on YouTube. So I am Christian M. If you look me up on TikTok, you'll find me there. Let's see. Let me. Do I? I can't remember if I have any dots in my. Let me see. So I'm on you. I'm on TikTok and even on IG, right? Both the exact same handles, exact same handles. If you send me a message on either one of those, right? Preferably IG, because IG will at least will even allow you to put links that actually are clickable inside the direct messaging, whereas TikTok still doesn't allow that. You can put them in TikTok, and I'll just have to copy and paste them, or it won't even. I can't even do that. I'll just have to go search them up. This is my there. Oh, okay, okay, okay. You came across you found me on the live. Yeah, yeah. This is okay. Cool, cool, cool. All right. I'll go ahead and follow you. I will follow you right there. JC, this. Why did you show up as two different? Why did you come up with a picture and then without a picture? So I just followed you right now. JC Da Silva. Yeah, okay, JC Da Silva. Yep, thank you, appreciate it. Yep, 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 yep. So yeah, there we go. I'm here now. Yeah, there you go. I see you. I see you here on TikTok. There you go. Yep. So I'm assuming this handle. Well, since I mean, because I'm on the live right now, I can't get out and go see your profile. It'll have to be, it'll have to be after live. But we can always communicate via DM, right? So you can always DM me here on TikTok. So, but I'm actually, I've been here, I've been on here a little bit longer than I planned to. I actually need to start jumping off right now, but we're in touch now, so I can always go take a look at your stuff later, right? Um, but yeah, and any other questions that you have or any other stuff that you want us, you can you can always DM me, right? So, um, but yeah, that's some pretty interesting. There we go. Here I am now. All right, follow live creator. Yep, I appreciate your follow. I appreciate the follow back. I appreciate it, and I'm gonna go ahead and jump off for the time being. Right, and you have a good night. I've been on here a little, way much longer than I actually intended to, so I do kind of have to jump off right now. But I do have like I've got you now, right? So we can always DM you. I can always DM you um, and and see all the stuff that you have going on. I'm guessing this the same profile where you've been promoting the energy drink as well. Mm, sure, we'll talk soon. And yes, it is. Okay, gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. All right, man. I will be. We'll be in touch, right? But I'm gonna jump off for now. I need to go to bed. Like my eyes are starting to get red. I'm falling pretty sleepy. So take it easy, man. All right. Good to connect with you. All right. Go ahead and end the live here and stream and